It's time for Red Devil football. After a promising 6-4 2018 season, the Red Devils look to take the next step as the Coach Jim Burton era begins. New team, new faces, same goal: to prove that Evanston is among the best in the great state of Wyoming. Witness every bone-crushing hit, ground-shaking run, and exhilarating touchdown on KNYN 99.1 The Big Dog with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com. Red Devil football is brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, Dr. McKay Frankham DDS, by Westar Printing, the Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, by Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Flex Fitness, Rocky Mountain Yeti, by the Littlest Wood Shop, Evanston Regional Hospital, the Come On Inn of Casper, Evanston Parks and Rec, by Rocky Mountain Sign, Plains Tire, Arrowhead Dental, by Uintah County School District No. 1, Ellingford Brothers, Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, and by Bear Lake Dental. And now, Red Devil football fans, sit back, relax, and get ready to scream for your team as we head to the field to join the play-by-play voice of your Evanston Red Devils, ELAN OLLIFF.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Evanston football on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com. It's homecoming 2019, and tonight the Red Devils take on the Lander Valley Tigers here at FACKRELL Stadium in Evanston. Kickoff is scheduled for about 40 minutes from now. In the meantime, we have our Pitchfork pregame show. We'll set the scene for tonight's exciting matchup on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
With a fresh salad bar featuring many different types of salads, soup, and a baked potato bar, there's something for everyone at the Legal Tender restaurant inside the Best Western Dunmar Inn in Evanston, Wyoming. The Legal Tender got its name from owner Jack Dub Mills, a retired FBI agent. Dub interviewed many notorious gangsters like Benjamin Bugsy Siegel. The restaurant is full of original photography and history you won't find anywhere else. Come in today, the Legal Tender restaurant, 1601 Harrison Drive, Evanston, Wyoming.
There's an easy way to get a 10-day free pass to Flex Fitness. Log on to the Evanston sports pages at mylocalradio.com and click on the Flex Fitness logo. This is Mike Gatewood, co-owner of Flex Fitness in Evanston. When you click on the Flex Fitness logo displayed on the Evanston sports pages at mylocalradio.com, we'll give you a 10-day free pass to work out here at Flex Fitness. Log on right now and get your 10-day free pass to Flex Fitness. Click on Flex Fitness on the Evanston sports pages at mylocalradio.com and come check us out.
This First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football is also brought to you by thelittlestwoodshop.com. For live home, family decor, and vinyl cutouts, check out thelittlestwoodshop.com. It is a great website for the craft lover in your life. And by Arrowhead Dental. For complete family dentistry, to see all of their services, visit their website, arrowheaddentalwy.com. Again, that is arrowheaddentalwy.com. And welcome back to Evanston Red Devil football here on the Pitchfork pregame show. We got an exciting gridiron battle for you today as Evanston Red Devils take on the Lander Valley Tigers here in FACKRELL Stadium in Evanston, Wyoming. All part of the 2019 homecoming celebration. We had quite the start to it. Evanston taking on the top-ranked volleyball team in the state, Kelly Walsh, losing that one in 3 sets. But now it's all about the gridiron and the Evanston Red Devils coming out to take on the Lander Valley Tigers. Evanston comes in here with an 0-2 record, but it very easily could have been 2-0 if it wasn't for some last-minute touchdowns given up 2 weeks in a row. Over in Rollins 2 weeks ago, Evanston gave up the go-ahead touchdown with 52 seconds left and only a 6-second difference of 46 seconds left when they gave up the go-ahead touchdown last week against Riverton. Lander Valley comes in here with 2-1, beating Pinedale and Green River before going down to Rollins 17-7 last week. That's what it looks like here at the field. We're about 25 minutes away from today's opening kick. But first, we'll hear from one of our Evanston coaches on the Red Devil Roundup. That's just after the break on the Pitchfork pregame show on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
Members of Trona Valley Federal Credit Union feel confident Confident that our staff has your best interest in mind. Confident that we acknowledge your financial needs. Confident that we are always working hard to provide the best rates, best products, and the best service the industry can offer. And confident that we will always work with you to help achieve your financial goals. Join Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Franklin. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist over the past 20 years are the lasting friendships that I've formed with many of my patients. My staff is really great, and we try hard to make sure that every patient feels a warm welcome. It doesn't matter if it's your first visit or if you've been with us for years. Every patient is welcome and always appreciated. Our goal is to provide the best dental care possible at reasonable rates. Please call us today to schedule your appointment at 307-789-8910.
Go Red Devils!
Welcome back, everybody, to the Pitchfork pregame show. Today, the Red Devils take on the Lander Valley Tigers in Homecoming 2019. We're about 30 minutes away from our opening kickoff, and it's time to catch up with Red Devil swimming coach Kate Schmidt. This segment of the Pitchfork pregame show is called Red Devil Roundup, and we'll be right back with Coach Schmidt on this first big presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
ELAN OLLIFF here with head swim coach for the girls team for Evanston, Kate Schmidt. Coach Schmidt, thanks for taking some time to speak with us. Last time we talked with you, you were getting ready to go to Lyman and Kemmer. Do you want to do a quick kind of rundown on how those went?
Sure. The girls swam. We only had 8 girls come to Kemmer, and it's a meter pool. I think that the mental game got a little bit of the best of them, moving from us swimming yards to going to Kemmer and swimming meters. They swam okay, nothing stand out on Friday, but they all swam a little bit better on Saturday, and we keep improving. They're swimming tired, but we keep improving.
And it really is a mental game. We were talking before the interview about how during practice you're constantly moving, but when you get to meet, it's a lot of hurry up and wait, and you can be waiting up to around 20 to 30 minutes in a waiting area called a bullpen that before your race is called.
Yeah, it's depending on what events you're swimming. It could be you swim the 200 medley relay, which is the first event, and then you don't swim an individual event until the 100 free, which is, it's event 7. So it's a lot of waiting possibly, or it's a lot of like one right after the other. It just depends on the day and really what I've decided to put you in, I guess.
Last time we talked, your stud Addie Fernandez was kind of feeling under the weather. She wasn't anticipated to swim that weekend, but I'm here right now, and she's in the pool, so it looks like she's starting to come back.
She is. She's been with us. She's been back in the water since Monday. She's putting in the yards, and she's finishing workouts, so hopefully she's feeling better, and we can start seeing some improvements in times in other events for her.
And as we sit right now, she's your only state qualifier, but it looks like you have a lot of other veterans getting ready to knock on the door. We have Jocelyn. She was one name that kind of stuck out. There were some other names as well.
Tegan Hoffa, freshman, Brooke Phillips, and Anelli Beachel. It's going to be a race between all of those girls to see who our next state qualifier is.
And we talked about it a bit during the beginning of the season, but do you have any idea of how your relay team may be shaping out, who you may want to be sliding into some certain positions?
No, not yet. I'm still putting lots of different girls in different positions to see where we can get the best bang for our buck right now.
Who's impressed you the most with kind of the work ethic they're bringing to practice right now?
I would honestly say all of our freshmen are doing phenomenal. It's a big jump from middle school to high school swimming, and so they are putting in the time, and we'll really quick call out all of our freshmen, Taylor Davis and Emily Sawyer and Molly Russell and Our Kyrie Worthing, and then our foreign exchange student, Micah, she is here every day, and she's so excited to swim. So it's really neat to see all of these. And Amelia Lester is also another freshman. But they come in here and get stuff done, and I like to see that.
What's next for you guys?
We go to Green River on Saturday. So hopefully there are 8 teams total there, and hopefully we have some good competition and get some more state qualifiers.
Anything else you'd like to touch on, Coach?
Nope, I think we're good.
All right. Thank you so much, Kate, and good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach Smith, for joining us on tonight's Red Devil Roundup. When we return on the Pitchfork pregame show, we'll visit with the coaches of today's teams on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds, plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local and regional news and stream your favorite music. Visit mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook and stream it all live.
Welcome back to the Pitchfork pregame show. Tonight, the Red Devils take on the Lander Valley Tigers for Homecoming 2019. No one sees the game the way the coaches do, so we'll take a few minutes to visit with opposing coach John Scott. And then we'll talk with Red Devil head coach Jim Burton and get his thoughts on today's game. We'll be back after this on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
A pass to the Evanston Recreation Center gets you so much more than a weight room. A pass also gives you access to the pool, hot tub, steam rooms, cardio room, cycling studio, shooting range, basketball court, and locker rooms with showers. Passes also let you attend drop-in fitness classes at no additional cost, including Zumba, yoga, cycling, water aerobics, and strength training classes. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Recreation Center. Payment plans available. Stop in today.
Here with Lander Valley head coach John Scott. Coach Scott, thanks for taking time to speak with us before today's game. Looking at the film, you do have a few players that kind of jump out. Ty Massey, Jack Sweeney, those are two that kind of come to mind just off the top of my head. What other players do we need to be looking for with Lander Valley tonight?
Well, Ty has done a good job of for us is taking care of the football. I think that's what's kept us in a couple games, and that is that he's making some pretty good decisions as a quarterback. And of course, Jack last year was a returning kid that's leading us defensive points. He's around the ball. Eli Masry is another junior who last year started all 9 games for us as a sophomore, and gives us a good presence on the football team just because, those 3 kids, as much as anything, really kind of understand the game of football. And so we try to put them in the positions, where they can try to make the most plays and that. And we're in the process of building, and at the same time, you're trying to be as competitive as you can on a Friday night, but you're doing a lot of cleanup work and a lot of teaching, especially when you got a young team. And, everybody's battling a few injuries, so we've kind of got the next man up thing going for us right now, and we're going to see tonight, if we can get with one more non-conference game tonight, a few more kids that can, come out and help us tonight and down the road.
Pretty good start for you guys. 2 wins, only 1 loss. That 1 loss coming to Powell. What are some things that you guys are learning about yourselves early this year that is giving you encouragement and excitement for the rest of the season?
Well, that's a kind of a two-sided question. We had some success running the ball against an undermanned Pinedale team early on, and that was really kind of a scrimmage format. And I think, when we got into the Green River and Powell games, that 3A level and those guys, the physicalness of them really took away our run game. And I think we felt since we were running, bringing, 2 guys back in the backfield, that we could have a solid running game, but it's really what happens up front. And that's where, we found that we're going to have 3 new starters and some young kids, and, they're kind of like the old, deer in headlights type look those first couple games. And I think, we see the potential there, but nothing to get super excited yet because we just have not done a good job of running the ball the last 2 weeks. Now, on the other side of the ball, one of the things that we really had to kind of clean up from a year ago is stopping the run a little bit. We got gouged pretty good last year on a lot of big runs. So, this year we've done a better job of forcing a team to do numerous snaps, to move the field as opposed to giving up the big runs. And if we got to, continue that tonight against a much improved every week option team that we're going to see in Evanston.
What are some things that you have done to prepare for Evanston besides preparing for that option that they're going to throw at you?
Well, we practiced all week without a football. We have to have disciplined, responsible football tonight. We have to have people, that are going to, tackle that fullback, the guys who have got to take care of the quarterback in the alley, and you've got to take and defend the pitch and set the edge on the outside. And any of those that you fall short on, they expose you. So, assignment football and again, maturing into a disciplined team to stick with your assignment and not find yourself peaking and getting out of position. And all of a sudden, they broke off some big runs and they're rushing for almost 200 yards a game. So we have our hands full.
Well, Coach, thank you so much for your time and good luck tonight.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Scott of the Lander Valley Tigers, for taking time to talk with us. We're only about 15 minutes away from kickoff. Coming up on the Pitchfork pregame show, we'll visit with Red Devil head coach Jim Burton on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper. Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires and offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Welcome back to the Pitchfork pregame show. We're in the middle of our coaches segment. Tonight, the Red Devils look to get in the win column. After 2 very close calls, the first one in Rollins, giving up a touchdown with 52 seconds left, and last week right here against Riverton, giving up a touchdown with 46 seconds left. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with Red Devil head coach Jim Burton right after this on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
Super kids deserve super care. Experience the difference with board-certified pediatricians Alan Brown, MD, and Bird Gilmartin, MD, at Uinta Medical Group. Whether it's tracking your child's overall health at Well Child Checks or helping your little ones feel better when they're sick, Dr. Brown and Dr. Gilmartin are here to help your child grow, learn, and thrive. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Brown or Dr. Gilmartin by calling 307-789-WELL 9355 or visit evanstonanytime.com.
ELAN OLLIFF here with head football coach Jim Burton. Coach Burton, 2 weeks in a row now, your boys have battled and have not gone your way, and it's all come down to last minute. 52 over in Rollins, 46 seconds over here in against Riverton. What are some things that you're telling your boys to kind of keep their heads up going into this matchup with Lander Valley?
Big thing for us is, hey, if we played 47 minutes, if that's how long the game was, we win both those. But letting the kids know, hey, it's not 47, it's 48. If we don't play a whole 48, it could happen again. And that's been a big emphasis, is really finishing and making sure we are locked in the whole practice and for the whole game.
The big story coming out of that game was starting quarterback Jagger Mitchell coming out in the first quarter. What do we know about his condition right now?
Jagger's a day-to-day, and it's not as bad as we originally thought. And so he might even dress down tomorrow. Won't see playing time unless it's an emergency. But he's been cleared to play. Again, we're just day-to-day with him.
Same thing with Peyton Vernon. He seemed to be a pretty big workhorse for you during the game against Riverton, and then he went down sometime in the fourth quarter. How is he looking?
He's another day-to-day. He will not dress tomorrow. But yeah, day-to-day, we're hoping to have him back for Powell, but we don't know yet.
Looking at Lander Valley, the film kind of jumps out there, pretty balanced attack, maybe a little bit more run-heavy than pass-heavy. What are some things that you guys are noticing about them?
They're pretty proficient at what they do. They do it well. They will throw it around, but they have the ability to run all over you too. So Coach Scott really he's really well known for taking what you give him, and he'll definitely try to find a weakness and exploit it. That's what he's known for, and that's what he'll do. And we've just got to make sure that we cover our bases, we play our game, and we'll be okay.
What have you guys done this week to kind of prepare for Lander Valley and Coach Scott?
Big thing is just making sure we're assignment sound, whether it's run, pass, we're getting the calls, we're getting lined up correctly, just the little things so that there's not a weakness that stands out.
Sophomore Jackson Moore, we talked about him last week in our pregame show, except it was about the 2 interceptions he had in Rollins, and then he comes in and becomes the starting quarterback, brings your team down by 10 at 17-7 at the half, eventually taking the lead 21-17. Just a very admirable performance by the sophomore in a position that I'm sure that he was not expecting to go in at.
Yeah, him stepping up was huge. And we're hoping he can step up and play well. He's going to probably play both sides of the ball tomorrow, and so that'll be good. We'll get him back on some defense. But he's going to have to step up for us to win.
Also notice out there that senior David Baxter was in pads and has been practicing with you this week. Can we expect to see him under center at any point this week?
They're Jackson and David will both take reps. But yeah, he's ready to go. He's been cleared with his ankle, and we're glad to have him back.
Homecoming game, it's a lot of emotions, a lot of memories will be made tomorrow night for these boys. What have you guys been telling them to kind of expect with this different atmosphere?
Just that they need to make sure they're taking care of themselves, that they're getting their homework done, that they're getting their rest. They keep an eye on their nutrition and their hydration, because that's what's really that's a huge factor, especially it's supposed to be a little colder tomorrow. They got to take care of themselves. That's been the message all week. Take care of yourself and finish.
All right, Coach Burton, anything else you'd like to say before we call it an interview?
No, come out and support us. The more people, it'll be a little bit warmer in the stands, right?
Definitely. Well, good luck, Coach Burton.
Thanks.
Thank you, Coach Burton, for again taking some time to speak with us on the Pitchfork pregame show. This has been the Coaches segment. We're down to crunch time as this thing kicks off in less than 10 minutes. You're tuned in to the Pitchfork pregame show on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 The Big Dog, with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
School. It's the right path indeed, where we learn to read and learn to write. School's the ticket to reach new heights. We make new friends, learn social skills, art, foreign language, music, and more. Science, technology, engineering, math, history, and health in that PE class. With computers and books and teachers and more, our brains will grow and our dreams will soar. So do whatever it takes to never miss school, because a great education, why, that's really cool. My friends, be cool. Go to school.
When you run a farm or ranch, you understand how important water is when it comes to your animals. Not only does it matter for the overall health of your animals, but it directly ties to your bottom line. Ellingford Brothers sells cement water troughs and custom-built critter ladders, culverts, head gates, and septic tanks. See how Ellingford Brothers can help you with water options for your farm or ranch. Call today, 307-789-1515. That's 789-1515.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
This has been the Pitchfork Pregame Show. We've got the green scene, matchup history, keys to the game, and starting lineups after the...
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this First Bank presentation of Red Devil Football on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com. Well, it's Homecoming 2019, and this is Game 2 of our Homecoming doubleheader. Thank you for joining us on mylocalradio.com and the Big Dog. The Evanston Red Devils taking on the Lander Valley Tigers. Should be a good one. Evanston, every game they've played this year has been one of those ones where it's gone down to the wire. Less than a minute is where each of the games were decided, and the fight song is playing on Homecoming. It seems right. Now we go to our green scene. Partly cloudy with 44 degrees at kickoff. It truly is the first fall game of the season, and you know what? It just feels right having that cool, crisp air for Homecoming 2019. We're going to go ahead and go on announcer silence for a minute as we will go ahead and turn it over to the Evanston Choir for the national anthem. The national anthem of our country brought to you by the Evanston Choir. And now this is a good time to go ahead and go through our starting lineups. First for the visiting Lander Valley Tigers. Starting quarterback, a senior, number 4, Ty Massey. Starting running back,
Students can learn if their efforts are not respected. Remember, good sports
Number
are winners.
32,
Now for
Jack
tonight's
Sweeney.
matchup. Your visiting team, the Lander Tigers.
Another running back,
Head
number
coach of the
25,
Tigers, John Scott,
Colby
assisted
Cashlin.
by John Round, Kevin
Another running
Jordan,
back, number 38,
Scott Schultz.
Julian Guina. Another
Now
running back,
everybody
number
get on your
35,
feet.
Zach Larvey. And at wide receiver, number 11, Jaden Thomas. And wide receiver, number 6, Jack Foston. And number 10, Justin Beaver.
Red Devils are
Looking for the
coached by Jim Burton,
rest
assisted by
of
guard
the
Black,
starting
Roy
lineup
Barker,
for
Jason
the
Mitchell,
Tigers, but I
Trevor
cannot
Hill,
find it right now, but we
John
will get those
Baker.
announced as soon as I do. For Evanston, starting quarterback, sophomore Jackson Moore. He came on after Jagger Mitchell was injured late in the game, or early in the game last year, excuse me, and absolutely did a great job, brought the Red Devils back down by 10 points at half and answered beautifully for the Red Devils. Starting running back, number 22, Jamin Barker. And starting wide receiver, number 44, Cade Frankham, and number 87, Carter Bivey. Offensive line featuring Derek Johnson at left tackle, Nick Child at left guard, Jesus Quintero at center, and Sean Knighton at right guard with Cody Rex playing right tackle. Other running backs, Rigdon Wagstaff and David Perez, as well as Junior Sorremo and Gabe Morris. On the defensive side for Evanston, starting corner, Jamin Barker and Cade Frankham. Strong safety, Rigdon Wagstaff. Weak safety, Stetson Wiedrick. Sam linebacker, Sean Knighton. Will linebacker, Gabe Morris, with Jackson Moore playing free safety. Defensive line as follows. Defensive end, Jesus Quintero. Defensive tackle, Nick Child. He'll also do the kicking for Evanston, the long kicking that is, as David Perez will be doing the spot kicking. Defensive tackle, Derek Johnson, and defensive end, Demetrio Gallegos. And that is your starting lineup for the Evanston Red Devils.
I'd like to thank the Trona Valley Credit
For
Union, the tailgate party,
the
all
Lander
their
Valley
proceeds are
Tigers,
donated
however,
to the
as we mentioned earlier, quarterback Ty Massey, number 4.
And if you can find a Evanston High School freshman
Halfback, number 32, Jack Sweeney. Wide receiver, number 6, Jack Fosson. Wide receiver, number 11, Jaden Thomas. And wide receiver, number 10, Justin Beaver. And we are ready to kick this thing off. We'll finish those off after this opening kickoff. And it looks like Lander Valley will be kicking it off to the Evanston Red Devils. We put 12 minutes on the clock, and away we go here for Homecoming 2019.
Back to return for the Red Devils, number 24, David
Perez and Frankham to receive the kick for Evanston. Perez on the left, Frankham on the right. And the kick is a high end-over-end kick. It looks like it's going to be Perez who returns it on the left side. Working his way to the right. Trying to find a hole. Good block there attempted by Evanston.
Perez taken down by number 11, Thomas.
As he tried to come around, but he got caught mistimed with the block. And that will put the ball first and 10 on their own 14. Jackson Moore, the sophomore, under center, sends a man in motion. Hands off, going straight ahead is Evanston. And I don't think they picked up anything on that.
Davis with the carry up the middle.
Bryson Davis, the ball carrier, as Lander Valley just kind of plugged up that hole, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10 from their own 14.
Correction, that's 73, Rivera. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10 for the Red Devils.
Handoff and another one going straight ahead. Davis doesn't get anything out of that one either. And if maybe a yard.
Moore taken down in the backfield by number 32, Sweeney. A loss of 2 on the play.
And actually they'll lose some on the play as the Lander Valley line just absolutely blitzed it. Moore loses 2 yards. Moore under center. 2 wide receivers on the right. And we have a stoppage of play. We'll see what the call is from the men in the stripes. There'll be offsides on Lander Valley. So 3rd down, Evanston. And it was 3rd and 11, but I believe that 5-yard penalty now makes it 3rd and 6 from around their own 25-yard line, 26, 27-yard line to be exact. Under center is Moore. Moore rolling back, going to his left, keeps it, and he's going to go ahead and tuck it. He runs. He's across the 30, across the 35, across the 40. He's got a lot of room and finally stopped around the 46-47 of Evanston. A big gain there by Jackson Moore.
Moore with the 35-yard carry.
35-yard gain for Moore. And that'll make it our first Jeff Piper Farmers Insurance first down. Your one-stop shop for auto, home, life, and business. Call 307-789-5489 for a quote. 1st and 10 from the Evanston 48. Sophomore Jackson Moore under center. Hands the ball off to Perez. Perez going straight ahead. He's trying to dive forward to pick up maybe 1 or 2. But the Lander Valley defense is kind of swarming him. And they'll give him 1 on it. So David Perez with his first carry of the night. 2nd and 9 Red Devils from the Red Devil 49. Under center, Jackson Moore. Tight formation, 1 receiver on each end. Handoff. Oh, he faked the handoff. Oh, and he dropped it. It was Rigdon Wagstaff. Wagstaff drops the ball, picked up by Lander Valley, and they're going to return it all the way back from the 49 for a touchdown.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle?
Sorry about that. Put my clipboard down on my mouse and it accidentally started a scene for the commercial. John Fawson picks that up for Lander Valley and returns it all the way from the Evanston 49, so a 49-yard touchdown run. And it's 6-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, Lander Valley. Ty Massey, the quarterback, with the extra point. Kick is up and it is good. 7-0 after the miscue from Evanston on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Lander leads here on this first make presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
This first make presentation of Evanston Red Devil football is also brought to you by thelittlestwoodshop.com. For life, home, family decor, and vinyl cutouts, check out thelittlestwoodshop.com. It is a great website for the craft lover in your life. And by Arrowhead Dental. For complete family dentistry, to see all of their services, visit their website, arrowheaddentalwy.com. Again, that is arrowheaddentalwy.com. And the kickoff by Lander Valley is a high end-over-end kick received by Perez on the left side. He's going towards the left sideline. He finds some room but is brought down inside the 25 of Evanston. I think they'll mark it around the 22-23. So Evanston will have to somehow figure out a way to battle back from that miscue. We can't call it a minor miscue because it put points on the board for Lander Valley. Ball is placed right around the 26-27 yard line. Nope, they're going to have a conference of the Zebras to figure out where they're going to spot this ball at. They just may switch out the ball, it looks like, as Coach Jim Burton of the Evanston Red Devils hands them a ball.
Special thanks to the Evanston High School football boosters for all of the extras.
All first downs this season brought to you by Jeff Piper Farmers Insurance.
And like to recognize Evanston High School
Auto, Home, Life, Business, your one-stop shop. 50 combined years, locally owned and proud to support Red Devil Athletics. Call 307-789-5489 for a quote today. Jackson Moore. Quarterback keeper dishes it out to Rigdon Wagstaff, and it's in and out of his hands. It's going to count as a fumble. And Lander Valley saying they have it, and sure enough, Ty Massey pops up with it. Not the start you want if you're Evanston in this game. Back-to-back turnovers. Lander will take over on the Red Devil 19. Jackson Moore looked like he was in trouble. Tried that play that got him a touchdown last week by pitching it out to Wagstaff over to the right. And then that was kind of all she wrote as Wagstaff couldn't hang on to it. All right, Ty Massey under center. Massey pitches to Sweeney. Sweeney going around the right side, and he runs into a wall of Red Devils, and they push him back. And
number 32, Sweeney,
possibly for a loss, definitely for a loss.
Sorry, that's 69, Gallego.
It'll be second down.
On the play, bring up 2nd and 9 for the Tigers.
And 9 from the 20, so they'll give him a yard on the play. So Sweeney's first run goes for a yard. Ball placed on the far hash. Lander Valley going from right to left, under center. Handoff to Sweeney. Sweeney's got a hole right up the middle, and he's going to take full advantage of it, pushing his way through. And he will pick up the first down. It looks like, no, they're going to measure him just short. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Child also in on the tackle.
From the Evanston
Bring up
11.
And a long one for the Tigers.
Ball placed on the 11 of Evanston, 3rd and 1 for the Tigers. Jack Sweeney picked up 7 yards on that play. Timeout called. We're going to take one as well. Score is 7-0 Lander on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. This is a First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
If you're a person who enjoys comfort, affordability, and history, make sure you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn the next time you're in Evanston, Wyoming. In 1957, retired FBI agent Jack Dub Mills purchased the 17-unit motel referred to as the Oasis of the West that was frequented by stars like Dolly Parton and Tanya Tucker. Today, when you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn, you'll enjoy the history while you relax in one of the 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres. Best Western Dunmar Inn. Reserve your rooms today, 307-789-3770.
And welcome back to this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com. 7-0 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, and that is after a fumble recovery by Jack Fawson, who returned it 49 yards. Hand off to Sweeney. Sweeney goes straight ahead. He's going to dive to pick up the first down on a 3rd and 1 from the Red Devil 19.
Brought down by Frankum and Morris.
Sorry, from the Red Devil 11, and he will get the ball all the way down to the 9. Excuse me, Red Devil 7. Jack Sweeney just kind of bowling through like a bowling ball. 1st and goal from the Red Devil 7 for the Tigers. Pickup of 2 more for Sweeney. Under center, Massey, strong I formation. Hands off to Sweeney. We got a flag thrown by the white cap. It was very, very vigorously thrown. False start on the Tigers, so that is going to push them back. So they'll repeat the first down, and it's going to be a long first and goal, so they'll have to go about 10 yards. So first and goal from, we'll call it the 11 for Evanston, or for Lander Valley on the Evanston 11. I'll tell you what, Jack Sweeney, we talked about him in the pregame show. He jumps out on film, and he is doing just that right now. 3 for 10 yards right now, looking to bust this thing open. 10 yards away, Lander is from a 13-0 lead. Under center, Sweeney, I formation. Hands it off to Sweeney. Sweeney's going to go around to the left, finds the sideline, gets across the 5, and they knock him out of bounds by Cade Frankham, who's the man who did it. Second and goal from the 6-yard line of Evanston. So another pickup of 4 yards for Jack Sweeney. And Tyler Massey under center, strong I formation. You got Massery right behind Sweeney, or Massey, and Sweeney right behind Massery. Hands off to Sweeney. There's a big hole up the center, but diving down to get it is a Red Devil, and they do make the stop after a gain of maybe 1 or 2. Rigdon Wagstaff, the man on the carry, or on the hit, who just dived for it. And a great job there, and it'll be 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. So a pickup of 4 more yards on that play for Sweeney. Very tight formation by the Tigers. Hands off to Sweeney. Sweeney finds a hole. He's barreling through, and he is one line judge saying in the end zone, and there's the official signal from the referee. Touchdown Tigers. Sweeney, 2 yards, and it's 6 attempts for 20 yards and a touchdown for Sweeney. So now Ty Massey will come out to put the kick up. It is up, and it is good. 14-0 now on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston turning the ball over 2 possessions in a row, looking to correct that, and they will attempt that right after this on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 at mylocal.radio.com.
There's an easy way to get a 10-day free pass to Flex Fitness. Log on to the Evanston sports pages at mylocalradio.com and click on the Flex Fitness logo. This is Mike Gatewood, co-owner of Flex Fitness in Evanston. When you click on the Flex Fitness logo displayed on the Evanston sports pages at mylocalradio.com, we'll give you a 10-day free pass to work out here at Flex Fitness. Log on right now and get your 10-day free pass to Flex Fitness. Click on Flex Fitness on the Evanston sports pages at mylocalradio.com and come check us out.
14-0 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston going to try to dig their way back into this. 14 points is a lot, but let's not forget it was 17-7 at the half against Riverton last week. Jack Sweeney with a 2-yard touchdown rush makes it 14-0 as Ty Massey, the quarterback, puts his foot into that one. Received by Perez on the left side. And
kick will go into the end zone.
The kick goes into the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Devils from the 20. So they got to go 80 yards now to try to get back into this game. I tell you what, though, if they can clean up these mistakes, they had that good run by Jackson Moore, the 35-yard gain. That really set them up, and then it was the next play where the ball was on the ground. Under center is Moore. Moore sending a man in motion. Keeps it rolling out to his right, looking to pitch it, but he's hit hard by the Tigers. Julian Guina in on the hit for Lander Valley. Loss of 2 on the play for Jackson Moore, and it'll be 2nd and 12 for the Red Devils from their own 18. Jackson Moore under center. Dropping back to pass. Looking downfield, throwing towards his right. He's got Rigdon Wagstaff in and out of his hands around the 50 on the right sideline. Coverage by Jaden Thomas for the Tigers.
Bring up 3rd and 12 for the Red Devils.
3rd and long from the Red Devils from their own 18. Evanston may be looking to go to the air here as they've got to somehow convert 12 yards. But then again, we saw a 35-yard run by Jackson Moore about 20 minutes ago. We saw a 65-yard run by Moore last week. So you never know with this Red Devils defense. Under center, Moore. Moore rolling out to his left. He's got trouble, and he throws it towards the left sideline, intended for Jamin Barker. But it's incomplete, and that'll be 4th and 12 from their own 18. This will be the first, if they punt it, this will be the first time that Lander does get the ball, not by virtue of a turnover. So who knows if Jamin Barker can really put his foot into this one, which he will be the punter. This could give Evanston's defense a chance to make a stand here. Coach John Scott talked about how he felt that they were much better at stopping the run, and so far that is the truth. Punt by Barker is going around the Evanston 40, a bunch of Red Devils crowd around it. They're going to touch it about the 43, or excuse me, the 40, 43-yard line is where they're going to spot the ball. The Evanston 43-yard line. So 43 yards is how far the Lander Tigers will have to go here.
We have a child who has lost his parent. His name's Colin Shumway. If you're looking for your child, Colin's looking for his parent.
They break huddle, and now in the shotgun formation goes Ty Massey. Sending a man in motion. Fakes the handoff, but he hands it off to Masri. But in the backfield, 3 Red Devils meet him. A great jump through the gap, led
with the carry brought down
by Deckard Johnson, the junior, who was the first one who saw that hole and blitzed through him. And they lose about 2 or 3 yards, and it'll be 2nd and long from the Evanston 45. So 2nd and 12. Masri loses 2 on the play. In the shotgun is Massey. Massey jogging back, throwing to his right, caught by his receiver, crossed the 30, finally shoved out of bounds at the 20.
Massey connects with number 10.
And it is Justin Beaver who gains about 20 yards on that play, and Massey on his second pass attempt picks up 20 yards.
That'll be a Lander Tiger first down, be 1st and 10.
And that'll be another Tiger first down, 1st and 10, and they'll spot it at the Evanston 21. Handoff in to Masri. Masri plows ahead. Evanston looks like they were going to try to get the quarterback before the handoff. And it was Masri once again. He picks up maybe a yard.
By number 61, Johnson. Bring up 2nd and a long 9 for the Tigers.
And it'll be 2nd and 9 from the Evanston 16. 14. Handoff to Sweeney. Met in the backfield. What a hit by Evanston. They're going to lose yardage on that one for sure.
Sweeney with the carry.
Deckard Johnson once again. This guy is going to have to be the guy to watch on defense today. Derek Johnson. Tigers 3rd and long in Evanston territory, around the 20 to be exact. Massey, shotgun formation, looking to throw left, but he's sacked. Deep behind the line of scrimmage, loss of about 7 or 8 yards. Jesus Quintero, the man who got his arms around him and slams him down. They're going to spot the ball around the 31. Huge loss. 4th and 20 for the Tigers. So they're going to have to figure out another way because Evanston kind of stood them up there, and looks like Massey will come out to attempt a... Oh, and the holder wasn't paying attention to it. Oh my goodness, they were getting ready to snap for the field goal. The holder was not paying attention to it. It hits his arm and drops to the ground. Evanston pounces on it, and they will take over on their own 39. Jamin Barker recovers the fumble, and Evanston gets a turnover. Ball will be spotted on the 38 of Evanston, and they'll take over. 2:42 left in the first quarter, 14-0. Tigers. Under center is Moore. Hands off to Rigdon Wagstaff. Wagstaff goes straight ahead, and he's going to get hit for no gain. 2nd and 10 once again.
Brought down by Sweeney and Bruce. No gain on the play, bring up 2nd and 10 for the Red Devils.
2nd and 10 from their own 38. Under center. Moore hands off to Rigdon Wagstaff again, and the pile is being pushed. I'm sorry, that's not Wagstaff. That's Brandon Vengelson, and he will pick up the first down. Bryson Davis. A big gain there for him. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 50, so a pickup of 12 yards, and that will be another Jeff Piper Farmers Insurance first down. 1st and 10 from the 50. Under center, Moore. Hands off again, but this time they're going to push him all the way back, and they're going to have to stop him on progress. Once again, Bryson Davis loses pretty big yardage on the play, meaning once again he gets the ball, but he loses yardage on the play. They're going to spot it about the 48, 49. So loss of 2 yards. 2nd and 12 for the Red Devils. 1:17 left to go in the first quarter. Evanston trails 14-0. Man under center, pitches to Perez. Perez is going to get hit in the backfield and lose some pretty substantial yardage, around 7 or 8 yards. And it'll be 3rd and long from the 41-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 19. They lose an additional 7 yards on that play. 3rd and 19 from the 31. Evanston is going to have to start looking long. A crowd is still in this thing, and they're going to let the clock hit 23. They're going to take a timeout, and we're going to keep it right here, actually. 14-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 23 seconds remaining in the first quarter. It's 4th and 19 from the Evanston 41. Evanston has not crossed the 50 yet tonight. And they looked like they were about to knock on the door there, then just an absolute blitz by Jack Sweeney on Bryson Davis. Jack Sweeney a junior, 6'2", 180 pounds. Bryson Davis, a senior, 5'11", 165 pounds. So very evenly weighted there. It's just one of those deals where Sweeney had all the momentum as he saw the hole, plugged it up, and got to Davis before he could push him back, and that's what caused Evanston ultimately to kind of spiral backwards. Here we go, 3rd and 19 from their own 41, 14-0. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Rolling to his left is Jackson Moore. Moore's going to try to get the first down. He picks up about 10 yards on the play. He gets to the 50 and is pushed out of bounds.
Moore with the carry, running out of bounds at midfield, bring up 4th and 10 for the Red Devils.
It'll be 4th and 10 from the Red Devils at their own, at the 50. Of course, it's everybody's 50. Jackson Moore, 4 rushes for 41 yards so far in the game. And it looks like they're going to send Jamin Barker out there to punt. This is a smart decision. Their defense did a good job the first time that they actually got a chance, and now they're going to hopefully get the long punt. Punt is up by Moore. It's high and short. It's going to bounce around the 45 of the Tigers, but takes a very friendly Tiger bounce. Rigdon Wagstaff finally intercepts it around the Evanston 47. So it'll be 1st and 10 Tigers on the Evanston 47.
Connor Barker will give the Tigers 1st and 10 at the Red Devil 48.
5 seconds left in the first quarter, 14-0 the score right now. Lander Valley leading thanks to a recovered fumble, touchdown returned, 49 yards by Jack Fawson, and a 2-yard touchdown rush by Jack Sweeney. Sweeney, 6 rushes for 20 yards and a TD. Ty Massey, 1 of 2 for 20 yards passing. Come to think of it, I don't think Landers faced anything but a short field today. And there's a timeout taken by Lander. Obviously, the Tigers saw something they didn't like there. So we're going to keep it right here. 5 seconds left here in the quarter. Tanner Word, my cameraman tonight. Big thank you to him for stepping up and helping us out. Also, if his mom's watching, he says, "Hi, Mom." Watching or listening, whether you're on mylocalradio.com or KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com. This is also a good time to mention that field goals and extra points attempts by Evanston brought to you this year by Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus. Enter with passion, leave with purpose. 1st and 10 Lander from the Evanston 47. With 5 seconds left here in the first quarter. Hand off to Masry. Masry is hit by a wall of Evanston Red Devils. He picks up maybe 2 on the play. And it'll set up they're going to give him 1, actually. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the Evanston 46. But that will also end the first quarter. So after 1, 14-0 Lander Valley, the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back with quarter number 2 right after this on this first make presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
It's important to feel like you belong. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we understand the value of connection. When you become a member, you join our family. You become an owner of a not-for-profit financial organization, and your success becomes our success. We give back to our members by offering lower loan rates, fewer fees, higher yields, and more products and services. Become a member of Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today, and let's work together to reach your financial goals. We're a caring partner here for you. Member NCUA.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
And they got started much quicker than we would like to have had, as they just threw a 47-yard touchdown pass, Lander Valley did, but there's going to be a holding call which negates that. It was caught by John Fossen, but the ball will be pushed back a little bit more. They got started pretty quickly after I went to commercial break, and the first thought I had was, I hope that nothing big happens, and of course they throw a 46-yard touchdown. But instead, it's going to push the ball all the way back to around the Evanston 40 after that hold and negate the touchdown. Ty Massey under center. Keeps it, and he's going to rush forward. Going to his left, he gets about to the 45 and is shoved out of bounds at the left sideline. So pickup of about, actually they're going to give him 9 yards on the play. So pickup of 9 for Ty Massey. Shotgun formation for Massey. Massey, going to pass, decides to keep it for himself and running forward. He'll get to about the original first down line at the Evanston 46-47. They'll spot it at the 47, so 4th and 9. So he picks up 6 yards on the play. 4th and 9 from the Evanston 47. And they will punt it away, so Evanston will start deep. This one is going to Rigdon Wagstaff, dead center, and he is hit right as he catches it around the Evanston 25.
Wagstaff with the catch from the punt of Fossen. Wagstaff brought down by number 14, Terry. First and 10 for the Red Devils.
And David Baxter, the senior, running out there, and he to take his first snaps under center of the season. He was originally supposed to be the starter, but got hurt right before the season started, during the off season, of course. And the snap, Evanston's going to run it, and it's Baxter who just kind of goes forward, picks up maybe a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the Red Devil 24. Baxter pitches out to Wagstaff. Wagstaff going around the left side. He picks up about 5 yards on the play. Found the left side, and it'll be 3rd and manageable, I would say. Probably 3rd and 4. So they're going to call it a 3rd and a long 3 as Rigdon Wagstaff picks up 7 on the play. Under center, 3rd and 4, and the ball looks like it got loose as Baxter took the snap. The ball gets loose, and Lander Valley pounces on it. Don't know what happened in the scrum there, as it might have been a botched snap, might have been just something you're not expecting, and now Lander Valley will take control around the Evanston 30. Not sure what happened there. It was a really bunch play, a run right up the center, and the ball ends up on the ground. Maybe a botched handoff, something like that. Anyway, 1st and 10 from the 29 for Lander. Under center, Massey. Massey Hands off to Sweeney. Sweeney going to go right ahead, and he's going to keep those feet moving no matter how many Red Devils wrap his arms around him. And he picks up about 2 or 3 yards. 2nd and 8 coming up from the Evanston 26. And Massey hands off to Sweeney. Sweeney goes around to his left. And Evanston chases him down and stops him. He does not pick up the first down. 3rd and 2. So a 5-yard gain there for Jack Sweeney. 3rd and 2 around the Evanston 23, we'll call it. Shotgun formation by Massey and the Tigers. He takes it, runs off to his left. He's going to pick up the first down as he goes right out of bounds at the marker. Looks like he will pick that one up.
Bring up 4th and a few inches.
Nope, they're going to call him just short. 4th and inches coming up. We'll see what the Tigers decide to do. And it will be Massey under center. Massey keeps it, goes straight ahead. It looks like he picked it up, and yep, they're going to give it to him as he will just kind of keep it, dive into the pile, and pick up that yard. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Evanston, we'll call it 16-17. Ty Massey, 4 rushes for 18 yards. Jack Sweeney, 5 rushes for 27 yards and a touchdown. Hand off to Sweeney. Sweeney goes right ahead, and Evanston is there to meet him. Running into a wall of red and white. Does not look like he got anything on that one.
Sweeney with the carry, brought down by number 61, Johnson.
Derek Johnson once again. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the Evanston 16-17. Under center is Sweeney. Is Massey. Massey fakes the handoff to Sweeney, rolls out to his right, throws, and it is incomplete. He had a man on the right side of the end zone. Intended for Justin George. 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. About the 16-yard line of Evanston. They lead it 14-0 here in the 2nd quarter. And Sweeney doesn't like what he saw, Massey didn't like what he was seeing there, so they're going to go ahead and take a timeout, and we will too. 14-0 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. This is a First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
14-0 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard as we are ready to resume action here in the second quarter. Evanston gave up a fumble for a touchdown return, and then Jack Sweeney with a 2-yard touchdown rumble, making it 14-0, and Evanston has not crossed the 50-yard line themselves. Under center, here's Massey. Ball's on the ground, and there's a dive for it, and Evanston saying they may have come up with it.
Loss on the play.
But no, they will award the ball back to the Tigers, and now Tyler Massey to attempt a field goal. Ball will be placed for the field goal about the Evanston 25. So we're looking at roughly a 35, 40-yard field goal. Kick is up, and it is no good.
And the kick from Weaver, no good.
And Evanston keeps it a 14-0 ball game, and they'll take over on their own 15. Ball placed on the Evanston 15-yard line. David Baxter back in at quarterback. Keeps the ball. Rolls around to his left and tries to go right through the middle of the pile. And gets caught and lays down on the tackle to try to gain maximum yardage. Probably gain of about 2 or 3 yards for David Baxter. Stetson Wiedrich checking in for the Red Devils. Baxter once again under center. Hands the ball off, and going straight ahead is Bryson Davis.
Davis is carried.
Picks up maybe another 2 yards to make it about 3rd and 6. Listen to this crowd. Under center is Baxter. Baxter rolling out to his right, throwing to his left, and it is caught at the 20. Gets across the 25 and brought down.
Baxter connects with Davis.
Bryson Davis with the catch, and that'll be
Not enough for a first down,
a gain of about 3 yards on the play. Not enough for the first down. It'll be about 4th and 3 from the Evanston 16-yard line. Rigdon Wagstaff to punt. Line drive punt, and it's going about the 20-yard line. Good punt by Wagstaff. It'll finally settle down about the Lander Valley 20-yard line. And the Red Devils will actually...
Excellent punt from the foot of Barker. 60 yards will place the Tigers.
It'll be the first time, really, the Tigers have a long field to have to go down. Most of the time, they've been getting the ball around midfield due to turnovers or just really short punts. Temperature is starting to take a nosedive now. We're looking at about 38 degrees here in Evanston. My cameraman, Tanner Word, is a cold dude, I'm pretty sure, right now.
We'd like to thank the Union County Police Officers Association for running the booth.
Tyler Massey under center for the Tigers. Hands off to Sweeney. Sweeney goes around to his left, drags one Red Devil as he keeps heading for the sideline, but he will fall down around the far hash.
Sweeney with the carry.
And they're actually going to get him for a loss of 1. Derek Johnson on the stop.
For the Red Devils. For the Tigers.
So it'll be 2nd and 11 for the Lander Valley Tigers. So Sweeney loses a yard. 2nd and 11 from around their own 20. Handoff to Sweeney. Sweeney going straight ahead. And he'll pick up 3 or 4.
Sweeney with the carry brought down by number 89.
And it'll be a gain. Actually, we'll see the official gain now. Probably about 7 yards, 8 yards, as it'll be 3rd and 4 from around their own 25. Far hash is where the ball is placed. And there's a stoppage of play.
Before the snap, dead ball, encroachment on the defense.
Encroachment on Evanston. So a 5-yard penalty, and that will move the chains for the Lander Valley Tigers. So Evanston will have to calm it down and take it back over on first down. 2:40 left here in the first half of this one, the 2019 homecoming game. Under center is Massey. Massey hands off to Masry. Masry going straight ahead. Picks up maybe 3 or 4 yards as he drags the pile with him.
Number 5, Masry with the carry, brought down by number 6.
And it will be about 5 yards, so the biggest gain for Masry. It was -2, 1-1, and now 5. 2nd and 5 from their own 25. They have to get to around their own, or sorry, 35. They have to get to the 40. Masry gets the ball. He's going around to the outside, going to his right, and Evanston will meet him about the 36 of the Red Devils. So a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd and 4 from their own 37. Well, it's placed between the 37 and 38, so we'll call it 37. Shotgun formation for the Tigers, and there's a flag. Looked like Massey was getting ready to take a step forward to run. False start on the Tigers, and that's going to make this 3rd and down that much longer. So instead of 3rd and 4, it'll be 3rd and 9. So Evanston with a chance to stop him here. They'll move the ball back to about their own 33-yard line. 3rd and 9 from their own 33 for the Tigers. 14-0, 4 seconds left. 1 minute, 4 seconds left here in the half. Shotgun formation, throwing to his left. It is caught by Fossen. He makes the catch on the sideline and is shoved out of bounds about the 40.
Stopped up by Frankum.
Frankum with the stop, and it will be 4th down. 4th and
I'll bring out 4th and
probably about
for the Tigers.
2. So they picked up 7 yards on that pass. And there is a stoppage of play. Timeout called by the Tigers is what the call is. So we will go, and they're actually going to call it for Evanston. Excuse me. We're going to go ahead and take a timeout as well. 14-0 the score. Lander Valley leads on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 23 seconds left here in the first half on this first week presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local and regional news and stream your favorite music. Visit mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook and stream it all live.
14-0 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 23 seconds left in the half. Fourth, and it looks like dead inches to my eyes, and they are going to go for it. No, they are going to punt it. Excuse me. I thought I saw someone under center. High punt, and it is received. Frankham to receive it. It'll stop around the Evanston 32-33 yard line. So Evanston will take over with 14 seconds left, and they'll spot it at the 32 for sure. So Evanston doing a good job. So it seems like ever since giving up those first 2 touchdowns on short fields, really the 1 touchdown in the short field, the other touchdown on a 49-yard fumble recovery return by Jack Fossen, Evanston's defense has stood up. Baxter throws to his right, caught, and it is going to be a gain of about 3 or 4 on the play. He looked to his right and got rid of that one quickly. It was a really short pass, but it got the job done, and that will end the half. So halfway through it, it is 14-0. The Lander Valley Tigers lead this one here in the 2019 halftime game. 14-0 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Stay tuned for the Evanston halftime show. After this, you're tuned in to this Evanston Red Devil, or this first bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
Again, if you are
A pass to the Evanston Rec Center gives you access to 3 amazing weight rooms. As a serious weightlifter, you can accomplish all your goals of bulking and maximizing with our complete lines of Precor, Hoist, and Troy free weight equipment. If your weightlifting is more focused on firming, toning, core, and muscle strength, then you'll enjoy the Cybex equipment weight room. Don't wait another minute to reach your weight training goals. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Rec Center. Stop in today, 275 Saddle Ridge Road.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires that offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
they just announced the royalty for Homecoming 2019, and we have those results right here first. We're going to...
Does your time at the dental office feel like this?
2019 Homecoming
Though,
royalty.
for the halftime show, the ads will be playing in the left corner of your screen. In the left corner of your screen, excuse me, I'm getting some feedback. Left corner of your screen, and that way you can see the band, the crowning of the royalty, all that stuff. And we do have the halftime royalty. The queen of 2019 Homecoming for Evanston is Bailey Barker. The king is Charles Winfield. First attendance, Lexi Andrews and David Baxter. Second attendance, Zosha Nowakowski and Beckham Carver. And third attendance, Maya Angwin and Rigdon Wagstaff. Congratulations to the 2019 Homecoming royalty. When we come back, we will have the first half stats right after this on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
History from the gangsters of the past like Babyface Nelson, Pretty Boy Floyd, and Bonnie and Clyde are at the Legal Tender restaurant located inside the Best Western Dunmar Inn. In 1957, retired FBI agent Jack Dub Mills purchased the motel. During his FBI career, Dub worked with many other famous agents like Elliot Ness and Sam Calley to take the criminals down. From the names on the menu to the nostalgia on the walls, notorious figures from the 1920s are all around. Come and enjoy a delicious meal surrounded by history today at the Legal Tender restaurant, 1601 Harrison Drive, Evanston.
Also, a big congratulations to those that will be inducted into the Evanston Hall of Fame. Will Atkinson, A. Brent Eastman, Gina Medea Mazzucola, Trish Parker Dinnell, Richard Winchief, and the 1959-1960 EHS cheer team. Time for the first stats highlight, the first half stats. Score is 14-0 Lander Valley. Coach Scott said that they thought they could stop the run pretty good in the pregame, and that is proving true. For Jackson Moore, the sophomore who started that quarterback, he has 10 for 41 rushing, 0 for 2 passing. David Baxter would then take over. He's 1 for 1 with 3 yards and 2 rushes for 3 yards. Bryson Davis, 4 for 12, and Rigdon Wagstaff, 7 for 7. With David Perez, 2 for -6. And now you look at Lander Valley, and this is where it gets interesting. Ty Massey, the quarterback, 2 of 3 for 27 yards and 4 rushes for 18 yards. Jack Sweeney, the running back, 10 for 32 with a touchdown. And Eli Mazuri, 5 for 6. Those are your first half stats. When we return, we have our Excellence in Evanston segment, where once a week we get to speak with someone truly exceptional in the community. This week we have the coaches of the Evanston Speech and Debate team, Brian Hill and AJ Lamb. We'll be right back with Mr. Hill and Mr. Lamb after this short break on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
Sorry about that production thing. We will have the interview with AJ Lamb and Brian Hill in one moment. Just give us 1 second. ELAN off with Brian Hill and AJ Lamb. You guys are kind of in charge of the Evanston speech and debate team. First question, what is speech and debate for people who don't really understand or know what it is?
Well, speech and debate has two different parts. Obviously, the first part is speech and the second is debate. The second part generally gets a lot more attention. People understand a little bit about what debate is. Speech sometimes gets a little bit overlooked, but essentially it's students being able to develop their skills of communication. And so a speech event will involve either them crafting their own speech, whether it's an oratory speech or an informative speech, or taking someone else's words in an interpretation event. So they might do a poetry interpretation or a dramatic interpretation, humor, duo, etc. So that's the speech part. And then the debate is, again, a very formalized event where you have teams of high school students facing off each other, or sometimes individuals facing off and talking about the issues that are important today.
Along with that, I think developing those communication skills truly help kids grow for their future. And a lot of the fun tasks like Lincoln Douglas debates truly show that you can have a great conversation with someone, even though you disagree, and still go out and be the person that you need to be every day.
And it's quite a commitment from you two gentlemen to be a part of this, to lead this group. What made you guys want to kind of take the lead and kind of bring in the next generation into speech and debate?
In my experience, I actually did not have any high school experience as a debater or in speech. My background actually comes from theater, and so I had a performance interest and performance background, being on stage, being in front of people. And my first exposure to speech and debate was here at Evanston High School. I was asked to be a judge for one of the events, and I came and I was just blown away by the incredible things that these high school students are capable of doing. It is truly inspiring to see high school students really achieving and reaching their full potential, because sometimes being in an education environment, you can feel a lot of negativity. Sometimes you can have down days, and then you have a speech event and all of your faith in humanity is completely restored. And you feel like, wow, this generation is so awesome, and they can do so many things, and they can communicate so well if only given the right structured opportunity to do it. So speech and debate kind of grew on me until I became a coach.
Brian really said it all. He kind of came in and really took a couple sets of people that were not quite ready for speech and debate, or maybe even they were in different clubs, and really built the organization. So I got to give a huge shout out to Brian. He really is the backbone and really saved a lot of kids from not doing any kind of club activities and turned them around to great speech
debate, because he knows more than anyone how well they can do that.
These kids will turn around and spend hours picking up what we like to call cards, in a sense, and they're just links to specific documents and different pages of information. And these kids put down so much information and will memorize, learn, and involve themselves into those ideas so they can get up and perform a absolute amazing debate and be well-knowledged for it and well-versed in the whole idea of how to create a phenomenal debate. One of my favorite stories was when I was doing speech and debate. I did a lot of the debate part and the speech, so I remember running into a drama and making the crowd cry in a sense and having that emotion, and then turning around and getting it very serious and taking those well-versed debates and bring them into something that kids today you wouldn't think having the knowledge of truly do, because they seem to know more about it than, hey, even me and Brian a lot of times.
ELAN OLLIFF with Brian Hill and AJ Lamb of the Evanston speech and debate team. Going back to the competition side, competitions begin in a matter of weeks. What are some things the judges are going to be looking for in both speech and debate?
Well, in a typical competition, judges, especially in the early season, we have what's called a novice season. And in the novice season, you have just brand new kids who are just looking at things and working through their arguments. And so judges will just look for how well-versed they are in presenting their arguments. Judges will look for their ability to deflect challenges to their arguments, which I think is a really important skill. And something that AJ had mentioned, they research these cases so well, and the best part is they have to be able to debate both sides of the exact same issue. So they might say something like there might be a issue like federal housing law, and they have to understand how federal housing law affects communities, and then they have to be able to argue in favor of subsidized housing, and then in the next round they have to be able to argue against having subsidized housing. And they get to know these issues so well. And so at the beginning of the season, it's really how well can they really study and know these things. They will learn to be able to actually make their points stronger as time goes along. But right now it's, I think, really the quality of their research is a really important thing that judges are looking for.
Along with that, that was very accurate with the debate part. And along with the speech part, we're always looking for clarity, rate, volume, depends on how you're doing that, and how well you're pronouncing words, what kind of tone you're coming through when you are talking, and how you present yourself. I've never been one to say, oh, well, they can't have piercings or they can't have tie-dye colored hair, but coming in and showing that you can look like that and still be professional really goes a lot stronger with a lot of judges.
Well, it sounds like this program really does teach a lot of life lessons that these kids will be able to take into the workplace, into the family, into their personal lives, and just into adulthood in general. Anything else you guys would like to touch up on before we call it an interview?
As a high school teacher, we teach multiple things. Of course, we teach content and teach students some of the basics of what they need to learn. But a lot, in addition to the knowledge that we impart and the knowledge that we teach, we also really focus on developing students' skills. And I tell students all the time, the skill to communicate is one of the top skills that you can have in society. The ability to have something to say, but also actually say it. And as AJ was talking about some of the things like tone of voice and presentation, those are things that really help you create your message and help you convey your message to someone else. So communication skills are absolutely a vital part of what we do.
I know the speech and debate team's always looking for more people, and you don't realize how important this skill is until you're on the football team trying to talk and have an interview with someone like you, ELAN, and the way you're able to communicate because of how speech and debate helped you is going to take you on not only in maybe one interview, but throughout your entire life. So come out and join it. It's going to be a lot of fun the whole year, and who knows? You might learn a lot, or you might develop a skill that will truly benefit you for forever.
Brian Hill and AJ Lamb with the Evanston Speech and Debate team. Thank you so much for your time, gentlemen, and good luck this season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A big thank you to both Brian and AJ for joining us on this week's Excellence in Evanston. We're getting ready for the third quarter on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com. Enjoy these images from the students having a great time at Homecoming 2019. We'll be right back right after this on mylocalradio.com and the Big Dog.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
We're here to help strengthen our community. Yes, that's right. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we take pride in belonging to our community. We encourage people of every race, gender, and belief to come together and give their all towards the betterment of our community. It's about people helping people. When you join our credit union, you also join a movement. At Trona Valley, we are thankful for our members, member NCUA, trust NCUA, a credit union system that is safe, sound, and secure.
And welcome back to this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com. The festivities are over. Bailey Barker is the homecoming queen. A big congratulations to her. A big congratulations to all of the homecoming court. The king, Charles Winfield. First attendance, Lexi Andrews and David Baxter, who is playing tonight. Second attendance, Zosha Nowakowski and Beckham Carver. Zosha on the Evanston volleyball team, and we actually saw her not too long ago as her and the Red Devils played Kelly Walsh. And third attendance, Maya Angwin and Rigdon Wagstaff, who we actually see out there right now. 14-0 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston down.
We know that when you think the best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites.
I want to apologize for those production errors. Thanks to the fumble recovery by John Fawson, who returned that one 49 yards on Evanston's first drive. And then the next drive, Evanston lost another fumble. And after a methodical 49-yard drive by the Tigers, Jack Sweeney got a 2-yard touchdown rush with 6:38 left in the first. And that is the only scoring that's happened. All second quarter, Evanston has been able to hold him and do a great job at that. So the Red Devils will go ahead and get ready to take on the Lander Valley Tigers here in half number 2. First half stats. First for Lander Valley, Ty Massey, 2 of 3 for 27 yards and 4 rushes for 18 yards. Jack Sweeney, 10 rushes for 32 yards, and Eli Masry, 5 rushes for 6 yards. For the Evanston Red Devils, Jackson Moore, 0 of 2, but he had 10 rushes for 41 yards. Then David Baxter came in, and he currently sits 1 of 1 for 3 yards with 2 rushes for 3 yards. Bryson Davis, the lead rusher for Evanston, besides Jackson Moore, of course. Jackson Moore has 41 yards, but Bryson Davis, second 4 for 12, and Rigdon Wagstaff 2 for 7. David Perez 2 for -6, and that's as much as I've got on my stat sheet as Evanston is ready to kick off to the Tigers to start this second half. 12 minutes on the board, and we get ready to go once again. Receiving the kick for the Tigers, Fawson and Sweeney. Fawson on the left, Sweeney on the right. Nick Child will do the kicking for the Red Devils. I think this is the first time we've seen Nick Child out there to kick tonight. Go Big Red, the chant from the crowd. Down by 14, but by no means are they out of this. They were down by 10 at the half last week, need I remind you.
Back returns to the Tigers, number 32, Sweeney.
Sweeney will return on the right side. Fawson will return on the left side for the Tigers. Excuse me. Tigers wearing their white uniforms, black pants, and dark green numbers with a black helmet with a green stripe at the top with a green LT on the side. Evanston in their red tops, white numbers, blue outline with that red helmet with the white Pitchfork E decal on the back. The new addition made by Coach Jim Burton, first-year head coach. And Nick Child waiting to get the go-ahead so we can kick this one off and begin the second half of the 2019 homecoming game. If you're just joining us, Evanston trails 14-0 thanks to a 49-yard fumble recovery rush by John Fawson, and a 2-yard touchdown rush by Jack Sweeney. The whistle blows, and we are ready to get going. Nick Child to kick it off for the Red Devils. And the kick. Line drive end over end kick received by Sweeney. Sweeney on the left side finds the sideline. He's taking off. He's got some jets all the way down to the 50. Finds the sideline, and Fawson found the left sideline and zoomed away. And it'll be 1st and 10 around midfield. They are going to spot the ball about the Red Devil 48. So he stepped out of bounds at the the Lander Valley 48. Shotgun formation for Ty Massey. Massey takes the gun, hand off to Masry. Masry going around the right. There's a flag on the play. Masry gets to about the 50-yard line where he lays down. We'll see what the call is. And Tigers are backing up. Illegal shift on the Tigers, so that'll cost them some yardage, and they'll repeat the first down. So it'll be 1st and 15 from the Tiger 42. First and 10 from the Tiger 42, 11:44 left in the third quarter. Evanston trails 14-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Snap, fakes the handoff to Masry, keeps it himself, rolls around to the right across the 49, knocked out of bounds around the 50, and that's where they're going to spot it. So he gains about 6 yards on the play. 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 for the Tigers from the 50. Evanston going to try to hold them and make it 3rd and 7, 8 maybe if they can get a loss. Shotgun formation for the Tigers. Hand off to Masry. Masry hit in the backfield, and he is pushed all the way back across the 45. He finally ends up around the 42, 43, but they're going to spot it about the 47 because of the progress. But they just met them, a huge loss. Huge play there by the Red Devils. Loss of 3, and it's 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. Shotgun formation. Trips to the left, and he's looking left, throwing downfield, caught right around the 50, and it is fumbled out of bounds. Excuse me, no, he did hold on to it. I thought the ball flew, but that was the referee throwing something. Jaden Thomas, the receiver there for them. He picks up about 6 yards on the play. They'll spot the ball at the Lander 48, but 10-yard penalty on the offense, so Lander will push right back, and they'll repeat 4th down all the way back to their own 35. Big loss there. So that negates that completion, and it's 3rd and long. Evanston's offense holding up 3rd and long from their own 35. They got to get to about the Evanston 49 in order to get it done. Dropping back to pass is Massey. Massey throwing deep right side. It is nearly picked off by Jackson Moore. Intended for Justin Beaver, but Jackson Moore almost got his 3rd interception in 3 games. And it's 4th and 20 from their own 35 for the Tigers. Jackson Moore, I tell you what, almost got his hands on that one. And that would have turned this crowd upside down. Punt for Lander to be received by Perez on the left, Frankham on the right. Punt is high. It is Frankham. Frankham bobbles the reception, but he does a good job picking it up. Excuse me, that was Perez. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the 26 of Evanston. 10 minutes left to go on the 3rd down. David Perez fields the pump, bobbles it, and the Tigers pounce on it. 1st and 10 from the 27. Under center is Baxter. Baxter keeps it rolling out to his left, finds a hole. He gets about to the 30 and is tripped up, makes a dive, and progress will be stopped. Excuse me, Jackson Moore back in there for quarterback. Gets a gain of 6 on the play. 2nd and 4 from the 31 for the Red Devils. So Jackson Moore will be the new quarterback for Evanston. He started this game. Second and 4, handoff straight ahead. And they picked up the 1st down, so that'll be a Jeff Piper 1st down. Another 4-yard gain for Moore. 6 rushes for 51 yards, and that brings up a Jeff Piper Farmers Insurance 1st down. Your one-stop shop, auto, home, life, business. All the insurance you can imagine. Moore, handoff to Bryson Davis, who goes straight ahead. Pick up about 3 or 4. Stopped about the Evanston 48. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Red Devils. Moore picks up 3 on the play. Jackson Moore, 7 rushes for 54 yards. Stetson Wiedrich running off the field. Moore under center. Hands it off to Davis. Davis is met by a wall of black and green. No gain on the play.
Davis with the carry up the middle.
And Bryson Davis
Stopped up by a wall of
makes it third down.
gain on the play. Bring up 3rd and 7.
And 7 yards to go from the Red Devil 48. Under center is Moore. Sends a man in motion. Moore rolling out to his left, keeping the ball. Pitches it over to his left, and it is Rigdon Wagstaff who gets brought down. The ball looks like it comes loose. Are they going to call the play dead? Wagstaff did not pick up enough for the first down. He stopped after a gain of maybe about 2 or 3 yards, and it'll be 4th and I believe 6, so maybe a gain of a yard. So no, they'll call it no gain. So 4th and 7 for Evanston from their own 48. Jamin Barker to punt for the Red Devils. 7:15 and counting left to go in the 3rd quarter. And there's a flag. Lots of dirty laundry flying in. We'll see what the call is. Ball start on Evanston. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, so it'll push that punt a little bit further back. So now Jamin Barker will have to punt it with him standing around his own 25 for Evanston. 7 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Evanston trails 14-0. High snap. Barker has to retreat all the way back almost to his 20, and he's hit right after the punt is let loose. Good punt by Barker as it keeps rolling. It bounced off of Sweeney. Sweeney has to dive on it around, it looks like his own 20, but with the angle we're at, we could be surprised with the spot here. And they will spot it around the 25. And it's going to be a roughing the kicker, and we have a player down. It'll be automatic first down for Evanston, so they will get the ball back. So we have an injury timeout. We're going to go and take one as well. 14-0 here on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston trying to work their way back. We'll be right back on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
The Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
So after the penalty, the injured Red Devil player did get up and walk off the field. It was 1st and 10 from the 47, and Jackson Moore with the quarterback keeper on the option will pick up 4 on the play. And it'll be, 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7 from the Lander 43. Moore under center. Sends a man in motion. Handoff to Rigdon Wagstaff. Wagstaff has a hole. He goes straight ahead. And he's stopped right around the 40-yard line of Lander. And they'll spot it at the 41. Wagstaff found a hole and just took off. So he picks up 3 yards. And it'll be 3rd and about 3rd and 3 for the Red Devils from the 39, of Lander. Sends a man in motion. Keeping it himself is Moore. Moore rolling out to his right, dodges a tackle. Barely gets back, or he will lose a yard on the play. And that, as they will spot it, they may actually have him lose more than 1. They spot it all the way at the Lander Valley 40, somewhere between the 42-43. So 4th and medium. So 4th and 5 from the 41 of Lander Valley. Moore, hard pass to the left to Frankham. Frankham goes to the left sideline, and he is shoved out around the 35, and they will pick up the first down. They're going to give it to him, and that is another Jeff Piper Farmers Insurance first down. Life, home, auto, business, your one-stop shop. Call 307-789-5489 for a quote today. A gain of 7 yards on that pass. And handoff to Perez. Perez goes around to the right. He finds the right sideline and is brought down, laying across the 30. We'll see where they spot this one, and it looks like it's around the Lander 28. 2nd and 5 coming up. So gain of 5 for Perez. Moore keeps it going to his left, runs over one guy, and he gives a beautiful pitch over to Rigdon Wagstaff right as he's hit. Wagstaff turns that into positive yardage. Ball will be placed around the 23-24 of the Lander Valley Tigers. Actually, they're going to measure for the first down. We'll see the chain gang come out. Is it another Jeff Piper Farmers Insurance first down? So what, Evanston has this, if they can put a drive together here, it could be very exciting. And the measurement looks to be enough. It is enough. I have my binoculars on looking at the chain gain, and the tip of the ball just barely is across it. Great run by Rigdon Wagstaff. It's another Jeff Piper Farmers Insurance first down. 3:38 left to go. 1st and 10 on the 23 of Lander Valley for Evanston, trailing by 14. Moore hands off to Davis. Davis gets spun around, and there's nowhere for him to go. No gain there. Actually, it will be a loss, of a yard. Six for 11 for Bryson Davis. Under center is Moore. Moore sending a man in motion. Moore dropping back. Throws left sideline. It is intercepted by Lander Valley, but the ball comes loose and goes out of bounds. So it's going to be incomplete instead of an interception, I believe. It was caught by the Lander Valley Tiger defender. I believe that was John Fossen. And they are going to award the interception to Fossen. Fossen intercepted it around the 2-3 yard line of the but he caught it, fumbled it, and went in the back of the end zone. And now they're talking about it, and the Evanston coaches want a safety because that would make sense. He caught it, he fumbled it out the back of the end zone. See what they say. And net officials still confirming the Evanston players, the Evanston coaches all showing the sign of a safety with their hands together above their head. Safety would mean 2 points and Evanston would get the ball back. Because the interception was made, they're ruling that, but then he fumbled the ball and it went out the back of the end zone. And that is what's justifying this argument here. And I think that is what Evanston's thinking here. Either way, Jack Fawson with a good read there of the play. A good throw by Jackson Moore. Strong throw. Evanston still waiting to see what's going on, what the call is. Lander Valley also as well. And I don't think they're going to get it. I don't think Evanston's going to win this argument. We'll see what happens though. And looks like we are ready to play here. Coach Jim Burton getting an explanation from the referee about what the call is. And Lander Valley is running back to the sidelines. We'll see. I don't think they've made it. I don't know if they made a decision yet, to be completely honest. This is a somewhat complicated situation. Evanston moving away. 2:49 left in the third quarter. And they will give the ball to Lander Valley. Evanston marching back continually. It looked like one of the referees signaled holding on Evanston as well. Red Devils trail 14-0, 2:48 left here in the third quarter. Evanston, and this is interesting, Evanston is in the huddle almost like they're on offense. And Lander Valley, like they're going out on defense. Jackson Moore just went out there. He's leading a huddle. They're giving the ball to Evanston. I don't know if they're just going to call it an incomplete pass or what the call is. And Evanston continuing to walk backwards. I got to be honest, I have no idea what's going on. We're about to find out. So there is no safety, but there was a holding call on the offense, which will negate, and I guess that negates the interception, and now pushes Evanston back all the way to the 50. They got to get to around the 13. So second and long, excuse me. So Evanston will get the ball back. So here we go.
That penalty will put the ball at midfield, bringing up 2nd and 30 for the Red Devils.
Second and long for Evanston. Still waiting for the whistle to see if they can get the play off here. And now they're moving more towards the other side of the field, marching Lander Valley, and Evanston will get the ball at the Lander Valley. All right, so they just marched over by the Lander Valley 40. And then they marched them right back and finally put the ball down around the Lander Valley 45. I'm sorry, this is definitely one of those sequences of events that you don't anticipate It's just been a lot of moving the ball back and forth. It looked like Evanston was going to get the ball at their 50, and then they moved it over to the 30, and now they're moving it back to the Lander Valley 45. So Evanston will take formation at the Lander Valley 45. Jackson Moore barking out some orders. Type formation for the Red Devils. Here comes the whistle. Moore under center. Dropping back to pass. And he keeps it, and he tries to run away. 2 Tigers catch him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 30 from the Lander Valley 45 for Evanston. 10 rushes for 56 yards for Jackson Moore. Gabe Morris checking in for the Red Devils. Rigdon Wagstaff, or excuse me, Jamin Barker coming out. Under center is Jackson Moore. Sending a man in motion. Throwing to his left, caught by Cade Frankham at the 35. Headed for the 35. He caught it at the 45, and Frankham tried to go over to the 35, and they will knock him out of bounds right around the Lander Valley 30 is where they'll spot the ball, and it'll be 4th and long. We'll just call it 4th and long. So Evanston gets the ball on their own 34, 4th and long. Down 14-0. An interception made by John Fawson, negated by a penalty, and this is where we are. 4th and long. Here we go. Driving back to pass is Moore. He has got so much pressure on him. He rushes to his left, comes to the left sideline, cuts over to the right. He's got open field. He's going to cross, launches the throw, and it is well short. Intended for Rigdon Wagstaff. Right around the 10-yard line of Lander Valley. Moore came all the way back to the left sideline, dodged a tackle, and then made a diagonal cut across the field to the right, where he threw one that fell well short of Rigdon Wagstaff. So now Lander Valley will take over on their own 34. And Evanston hoping to get a defensive stop here. Lander Valley leads 14-0 here in the 3rd quarter on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Hands off to Sweeney. Sweeney finds the hole, and Evanston plugs it right back up and shoves him back for a loss. Good move there by the Red Devils. Derek Johnson in on the tackle, no gain. So Masri was the ball carrier. 4 rushes for -1 yard. Excuse me, that's the wrong stat sheet. 7 rushes for 3 yards for Masri. And timeout called. Actually, nope, that's the end of the 3rd quarter. 14-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We're 3 quarters through this one. Evanston trails here on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
This first make presentation of Evanston Red Devil football is also brought to you by thelittlestwoodshop.com. For live home, family decor, and vinyl cutouts, check out thelittlestwoodshop.com. It is a great website for the craft lover in your life. And by Arrowhead Dental. For complete family dentistry, to see all of their services, visit their website, arrowheaddentalwy.com. Again, that is arrowheaddentalwy.com. Back to live action. Evanston trails 14-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Massey looking for the long throw, and it is caught by Jaden Thompson. Thompson on the right sideline, crosses the 50, fumble, and Evanston thinks they got the ball back. They did. Jaden Thomas catches the ball on a good catch and run. He takes off, but there's a fumble caused, and Evanston picks it back up. And Evanston will get the ball back around their own 41-42. So 1st and 10 from their own 41. That was a great throw by Macy. Good run by Thomas. Just couldn't finish that play out, and Evanston takes advantage of it. Under center, Jackson Moore. Moore keeps the ball, goes straight ahead, and runs into a pile of Tigers. No gain on the play. Second and 10 from their own 42. Under center, Moore. Moore, short pass to Rigdon Wagstaff. Wagstaff gets across the 45 and is hit hard and falls face first about the 48. So a pickup of 7 yards on that play. Third and 3 from their own 47. Moore under center. Moore going back to his left. Pitches over to a teammate. It's Perez who will pick up the first down as he is shoved out of bounds in Tiger territory. It's about the 47-48. And Evanston should get another Jeff Piper Farmers Insurance first down. Evanston starting to move the ball a little bit better. 1st and 10 on the Tiger 48. 10:33 left in the fourth quarter. Just getting started here in the fourth. Evanston trails 14-0. All the scoring taking place in the first quarter. Evanston has done a good job there. Moore. Hand off to Perez. Perez finds the right sideline. He's got room. Cross the 30, 25, 20. Shoved out of bounds in the red zone. Evanston with a big pickup there. 30-yard gain for David Perez. And that is 4 rushes for 31. Another Jeff Piper Farmers Insurance first down. Evanston knocking on the door. 1st and 10 from their own 20. Jackson Moore under center, keeps rolling out to his right is Moore. Moore gets to the sideline, dodges one tackle, but not another. Dives forward for a pickup of maybe 2 or 3. We'll see where they spot it as Jackson Moore kept it and ran across to his right. They're actually going to cost him a yard. They spot it around the 20, so somewhere between the 20 and the 21. So we'll call it no gain, 2nd and 10 from the 20. Moore under center. Sends Wagstaff in motion. Hand off to Bryson Davis. Davis goes forward, gets across the 15, and dives forward. We'll see where they spot it. 9:30 and counting left to go. Bryson Davis Picks up 3 yards on the play as they will spot it at the 17. Evanston knocking on the door. They got to convert it here. Under center. Moore keeps it rolling out to his left. Long pass, throws. It is incomplete. And there's a flag, I think. And Evanston is happy with that. Pass intended for Cade Frankham. He had him on the left side over by the end zone. And they're going to call, let's see what the call is. It'll be pass interference on the Tigers. And it's another Jeff Piper first down, half the distance to the goal. They were 17 yards away, so that is going to bring them about inside the 10. Evanston now takes over. First down. First and goal on the Tiger 9. Moore under center. Hand keeps it for himself, and he's hit by a wall of Tigers. Nothing there.
Moore keeps it up the middle. Brought down by multiple Tigers.
Loss of 2 yards on the play.
A gain on the play, bringing up second and goal.
Excuse me. They will gain 2 on the play. Moore passes over to Rigdon Wagstaff. Wagstaff goes over to his right.
Wagstaff with carry around the outside.
His left, excuse me. And we'll see where they spot this one. They're going to give him 2 more yards. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 5.
Bring up 3rd and goal for the Red Devils.
Evanston knocking on the door here. They need 5 yards. Running off the field is Rigdon Wagstaff. Moore under center. Keeps the ball, goes for the pass, but he's hit in the backfield.
Moore is taken down in the backfield.
Tried to fake the pass, but a big defensive lineman from the Tigers kind of shut that down. It's 4th and goal from the 12. A big loss there. A loss of 7 yards on that one. Timeout called. We'll take one as well. 14-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston trails on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified Level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosana Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Evanston trails 14-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 4th and goal from their own 12 coming up. All the scoring done in the first quarter. It has been a very defensive-dominated 3 quarters after that until now. Under center, Moore rolling out to his right. Throws the pass for Frankham, corner of the end zone, and it's incomplete. On the right. And that will be a turnover at their own 12. And Evanston will have to give it right back to the Tigers, but it's deep in Tiger territory. So Evanston defense, they can pull off another stand, but they're running out of time. 7 minutes, 11 seconds left in regulation. Under center is Massey. Massey takes it, hands off to Sweeney. Sweeney going to go to around the right, finds the sideline, gets across the 30, gets across the 35, and runs out of bounds. Cade Frankham, the man to make him run out of bounds and kind of save that. It'll be another first down for the Tigers. All the way down to the 25, so a 13-yard gain for Jack Sweeney. Brings his total to 45 on 11 rushes and 1 touchdown. Under center, Massey, handoff to Masry. Masry goes straight ahead. Evanston's there to swallow him up. And he might have gained a yard or 2. And it will be a gain of a yard for Masry. 8 rushes for 4 yards for Eli Masry on this game. Evanston has done a good job kind of holding him. -1, 1-1-5, 1, -3, 0, 1. That is the yardage runs for Masry. Massey under center, hands off to Sweeney. Sweeney goes around the right side, and he'll pick up maybe about a yard or 2. And they'll give him another gain of a yard, so that is 12 rushes for 46 yards for Sweeney. 3rd and 8 from their own 27. Big chance here for Evanston. 5:58 remaining in the 4th quarter. Time is definitely not their friend right now. The chant is we want 58. That's Jesus Quintero. Shotgun by Massey, and there's all sorts of flags flying. So the play will stop. Clock stops at 5:37. It will be on the Tigers, so Evanston will now get a chance to just kind of make this a little bit more difficult. So they'll lose 5 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 13 from their own 22. The Tigers scored 14 points in the first quarter, a 49-yard fumble recovery return by Jack Fossen, and then a 2-yard touchdown rush by Jack Sweeney. Here comes the pass by Massey going to the left. It is incomplete, intended for Fossen. Tried to hit him mid-run, and I tell you what, had Fossen caught that, he would have been off to the races. But it is now 4th and 13 on their 4th and 13 on their own 22. Tell you what, that was a strong throw by Massey. It overthrew Fossen by about 2 or 3 yards, and they're going to punt it away. Punt is a high punt, and it will be fielded by Frankham. By Frankham, I was right. Nope, by Perez. Perez stopped around the 45 of the Red Devils, and Evanston will take over on their own 45. 5 minutes and 1 second left. The team trying to figure out what they're going to do in this situation. Down 14-0. They need a quick strike. They need a defensive stance, and they need another quick strike. They have 2 timeouts remaining here in the second half. Moore under center. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Quick pass over to Wiedrich. Wiedrich finds the sideline, gets to about the 50, and then goes out of bounds. They're going to spot him at the 48. Stetson Wiedrich, the first time we've called his name today. Excuse me, Carter Bybee. Gain of 3 on the play. Carter Bybee, first time we've heard his name today. And Evanston hands the ball off, goes straight ahead, gets across the 50, going to be stopped about the 49 of the Tigers. And they're running a hurry up, trying to keep things going. Under center now goes Moore. Moore dropping back to pass, throws to the left, and it is caught by Rigdon Wagstaff. Wagstaff takes another tackler, and Evanston will pick up the first down as he is going to get spotted at the 8. And when I say takes another tackler, he just kind of put his shoulder into that guy and picked up the Jeff Piper first down. Another no-huddle play. Here we go. Ball placed on the near hash. Throw by Moore is caught. This time it is Frankham on the left side. And Evanston continues to move it, and they will not quite get the first down. Pickup of 9 on the play. And Wagstaff goes through, goes forward, and it'll be 3rd and short. No gain on the play for Rigdon Wagstaff. .356 remaining in the 4th quarter. They get a huddle this time, and now we're going to go for it. Under center is David Baxter, now the quarterback. Rolling out to his right, throws to the right. It is caught by Rigdon Wagstaff inside the 20, and Evanston is in business right around the 14 is where they're going to spot it. 1st and 10 from their own 14. A pickup of about 12, another Jeff Piper first down, and that was Baxter. And the clock stops. Timeout called by Lander Valley as Evanston continues to put it on. Evanston trails by 14, but they're knocking on the door once again. We'll be right back on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil Football on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
At Ellingford Brothers, we're known for an excellent steel shop and quality cement. We also provide other products all year round. Sand and different sizes of gravel for road base and landscaping in the summer and fall. Traction in the winter and mud control in the spring. Bark for landscaping in the summer and winterization in the fall. And topsoil. Spring, summer, and fall. Prices are always honest. Pickup or delivery. Ellingford Brothers, your year-round source for so many things. Stop in today at 221 County Road in Evanston.
Evanston knocking on the door, 14-0 in favor of the Tigers on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 3:45 left. Evanston is definitely fighting an uphill battle, but some great passes by David Baxter has helped them out. Baxter will go back out there to be the quarterback. Under center is Baxter. Baxter dropping back to pass, looking to his right. He's going to keep it and go straight ahead, and I think they're going to get him for a loss here. It'll be a loss of actually just no gain. 2nd and 10, or loss of 3. 2nd and 13 from the 17. Throws intercepted by Sweeney. Sweeney, he's got speed and he is carrying it all the way across the 30, and he's shoved out of bounds in between the 30 and the 35. First and 10 Tigers with 3 minutes, 17 seconds left. Evanston is gonna have to see if they can get another stop and try to get it, but I gotta be honest, I don't know if they can get 14 points in 3 minutes and 17 seconds. Especially with the way that Jack Sweeney has run the ball tonight. 12 for 46. By the way, that catch by Rigdon Wagstaff to set them up in their own territory. Candidate for the Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game. Run by the Tigers. Goes straight ahead and pick up of maybe a yard.
Brought down by multiple Red Devils. I think 3 on the play, bring it second and 7, fourth down.
It will be a gain of 3, 2nd and 7 from the 30, and they're just going to run the clock. You'd think all they need to do is pick up two first downs or so, and that'll be enough. Under center is Massey. Massey taking his time, trying to get the hard count. Hands off to Sweeney. Sweeney brought down in the backfield by a host of Red Devils. And a timeout called by the Red Devils. Stops the clock at 2:19. We will take one as well. 14-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back after this on this first make presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
$14-0 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, and all the scoring has been done in the first quarter. A 49-yard return by Fossen and a 2-yard rush by Sweeney. Speaking of Sweeney, he gets the ball, goes around to his left, gets across the 35, and brought down around the 36, 37. And that'll be a gain of about 5 yards, it looks to be, as they will spot it at the 37. They're going to re-spot the ball, it looks like. And it's going to be enough for a measurement to see if they get another first down. 2:06 remaining in the fourth quarter. That was third down. If they don't get it, it's fourth down. And first down for the Tigers, pretty easy, a full ball length ahead of the chain. So 1st and 10 from their own 37. 2:02 and counting left on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Sweeney has been the workhorse. You can bet they're probably going to go to him to try to ice this game. Well, I mean, it's not impossible, unlikely that Evanston scores 14 points. Hand off to Sweeney. Sweeney finds a hole and goes straight ahead. Stopped around the 41, 42. A gain of 5. And another timeout called. Timeout called by the Tigers with 1:33 left on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Tigers lead 14-0. We're going to keep it right here. This is a good time to remind you that all Evanston field goal and extra point attempts this year are brought to you by Western Wyoming Community College, Evanston campus. Enter with passion, lead with purpose. And all first downs by the Evanston Red Devils, Jeff Piper Farmers Insurance. Auto, home, life, business, your one-stop shop. 50 years of combined experience between him and his staff. Locally owned, proud to sponsor Red Devil Athletics. Call for a quote at 307-789-5489 or stop on by at 341 Front Street in Evanston. They'll come out. It's second down and 5 to go on their own 42 for the Tigers. 1:33 left to go in this ball game. Hand off to Sweeney. Sweeney goes straight ahead, and Evanston is there to meet him. And he actually pulled the pile a little ways, and I think he picked up the first down. Yes, he did. Ball is stopped. Ball will be spotted right around the 48 of Evanston. Excuse me, Tiger 48. So 1st and 10 from their own 48. 1 minute and 10 seconds still ticking off the clock. They got the first down. They are in victory position. So they're going to kneel the ball a few times and call this a victory and move to 3-1. Evanston will fall to 0-3. Knee by Massey. 45 seconds left. All the scoring took place in the first quarter. A 49-yard fumble recovery touchdown return by John Fawson made it 7-0 with 9:22 in the first, as Massey takes another knee, and that is going to do it with 20 seconds left. A 2-yard touchdown rush by Sweeney makes it 14-0 with 6:38 in the first. So all the scoring was, there has not been a single touchdown scored since 6:38 left in the first quarter. 3-2-1, and that's going to do it. Your final score here on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. The Lander Valley Tigers, 14. Your Evanston Red Devils, nothing. Evanston will now get ready to open conference play against Powell next week as we make the journey up north. We'll have that broadcast for you on mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back with the Evanston postgame show. We'll have a quick recap of the stats and a whole lot more here on this First Bank presentation of KNYN 99.1. This First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway follows the Oregon Trail, tall as a man, wave in the wind. Today you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
That was the Red Devil football team singing the fight song to their fans, thanking them for coming out for Homecoming 2019. Welcome to the Red Devil postgame show. It's time for the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap. Well, Evanston came in here with a record of 0-2 after losing 2 heartbreaking losses. First in Rollins with giving up a go-ahead touchdown with 52 seconds left. And next, right here against Riverton, giving up a heartbreaking loss with 46 seconds left. The Tigers, on the other hand, riding a 2-1 record into Evanston after beating both Pinedale and Green River, and then losing 17-7 to Rollins. Well, things got started very quickly for the Tigers, as on the first drive of the game, Jackson Moore would fumble the football, and John Fawson would come up, pick it up, and return it 49 yards to make it 7-0 with 9:22 left in the first. Then Evanston would have yet another turnover, another fumble over in shallow Red Devil territory, around the 48-47 of the Red Devils to be exact. And then the first real drive of this Lander Valley offense started and ended with a 2-yard touchdown rush by Jack Sweeney with 6:38 left in the first. So all the scoring was done in the first quarter. There was not a single score made after 6:38 left in the first quarter. And that brings your final score to Evanston 0 and the Lander Valley Tigers 14. That was your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Jimmy John's, 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat, gourmet sandwiches fresh and fast every day, where they spend 6 hours daily slicing all natural meats and fresh produce for your 30-second sandwich. That was the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. We'll be right back after this quick break on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds, plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local and regional news and stream your favorite music. Visit mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook and stream it all live.
Super kids deserve super care. Experience the difference with board-certified pediatricians Alan Brown, MD, and Bird Gilmartin, MD, at Uinta Medical Group. Whether it's tracking your child's overall health at Well Child Checks or helping your little ones feel better when they're sick, Dr. Brown and Dr. Gilmartin are here to help your child grow, learn, and thrive. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Brown or Dr. Gilmartin by calling 307-789-WELL 9355 or visit evanstonanytime.com.
If you're just joining us, Evanston falls in the homecoming game of 2019, 14-0 against the Lander Valley Tigers. It was a very early heavy game with all the scoring taking place in the first quarter. Of course, Jack Fossen picking up a fumble on the first offensive drive of the Evanston Red Devils and returning it 49 yards to make it 7-0, and then with 9:22 in the first half, and then with 6:38 in the first quarter, 6:38 left in the first quarter, Jack Sweeney picks up and goes 2 yards for a touchdown rush. It's time for your Evanston stats. First for Jackson Moore. He started quarterback, then David Baxter came in, and then he came back in, and then David Baxter finished it off. Jackson Moore finishes the night 3 of 7 with 17 passing yards, and rushing 14 times for 51 yards. Sorry, the Jackson Moore. Bryson Davis, 7 for 14 in Rigdon Wagstaff. And this is rushing stats. 5 for 12 with a receiving yardage for Rigdon Wagstaff. 2 for 19. David Perez, 4 for 31. Cade Frankham on receiving 2 for 16, and Carter Bybee 1 reception for 3 yards. For the Lander Valley Tigers, Ty Massey went 2 for 5 for 27 yards, rushed 5 for 21. Jack Sweeney carried the defense, 14 for 63. And then Eli Masery, 1 for 4. John Fossen, 1 reception for 7 yards. And that is going to do it for the stats. We're almost done here on our Evanston post-game show. When we return, we will crown our Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game right here on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires and offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
pass to the Evanston Recreation Center gets you so much more than a weight room. A pass also gives you access to the pool, hot tub, steam rooms, cardio room, cycling studio, shooting range, basketball court, and locker rooms with showers. Passes also let you attend drop-in fitness classes at no additional cost, including Zumba, yoga, cycling, water aerobics, and strength training classes. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Recreation Center. Payment plans available. Stop in today.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you ought to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKay Frankham. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Frankham the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Frankham. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
Welcome back to this first make presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com. They just shut out the stadium lights, so if you're seeing a bunch of dark over on mylocalradio.com, that would be why. Joining me in the press box, we have the coach for the Evanston Red Devils, Coach Jim Burton. Coach Burton, you guys kind of came out here looking to get in the win column, but things didn't really work out tonight, and it kind of looked like it went bad from the start with that fumble recovery that ended up being the first touchdown of the game.
Yeah, it's really rough. If we go put the ball, I think we had 4 turnovers. We got 1 back. We started slow. We've been starting slow as far as offensively, and we've got to pick that up and figure out where the glitch is and where the miscommunication is and how we can fix it. Again, and we tonight early on especially, we got out-coached. Me personally got out-coached. All the credit to the Tigers there. Came out, took advantage of the stuff we gave them. And our defense actually, I mean, they gave up 14, but they played a heck of a ball game, especially second half, pitching a shutout. Offensively, we got moving the ball, got some things going. We just couldn't finish. And again, that comes down to little things that we're just missing. So a little bit back to the drawing board and get things straightened out, and we should be good to go, ready for our first conference game against Powell.
David Baxter came out, and he actually had a pretty good passing game. He had 1 pass to Rigdon Wagstaff for 12 yards that set you guys up late in the game with a chance to kind of get back in it. It seems like his ankle's feeling good, and he's quite the ball player moving forward.
Yeah, he's it's kind of crazy. We've got the 2 quarterbacks. You got Jackson. He's creative. He can make moves with his feet. A little bit shorter, a little bit harder to see over the defensive line. I think that gives us an issue sometimes. Baxter comes in, slings it, gives us a whole different look, and he's a tough runner. So, yeah, we got a big decision with that going forward. We've got our 3rd quarterback who should be coming back this week or next week. So we've got a big decision as far as quarterback goes and getting things lined out.
What is, besides the defensive performance, I mean, we talked about it right before you got here. All the points were scored within the first, really 6 minutes of the first quarter. And after that, both defenses pitched a shutout, including your defense. Your defense just looked fast, and it was swarming the ball. Jackson Moore almost had his 3rd interception in as many games. That definitely seems like a strength to build on moving forward into the, I guess you could say, conference season now.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to look at that and see maybe we game plan slightly differently. Thought we'd be able to move the ball a little bit better on these guys, and they just came out and outworked us, especially right up front. Line worked really hard. Again, it's the same guys playing defense as offense, and we played really well on defense, and it's just like we're a little bit sluggish and slow on the O-line right now.
Well, Coach, thank you so much for taking the time to come up here. Is there anything else you'd like to cover tonight?
No, just we're going to come back and get ready to go. Get a big road trip to Powell, and we've got to get our act together. So thanks.
All right, well, good luck. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, so one more matter of business to take care of before we call it a broadcast, and that's award our Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game, and that's going to go to Rigdon Wagstaff. Rigdon Wagstaff went out and caught a 12-yard pass from David Baxter, setting up the Red Devils with their best scoring chance of the night. So congratulations to Rigdon for winning that. And that's going to do it. That is our post-game show. That is our broadcast. That is our doubleheader for Homecoming 2019. On behalf of our cameraman, Mr. Tanner Word, our producer back in the studio, Mr. Preston Bush, I'm Elan Ollliff saying we will catch you guys next time the ball flies. Thank you so much, and take care.
You've been tuned in to a First Bank presentation of Evanston High School football on KNYN 99.1 FM with video online at mylocalradio.com. Today's game has been brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, Dr. McKay Frankham DDS, The Come On In Casper, West Star Printing, Flex Fitness, Plains Tires, The Littlest Wood Shop, Evanston Regional Hospital, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Evanston Parks and Recreation, The Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, Arrowhead Dental, Rocky Mountain Sign, Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Uinta County School District Number 1, Ellingford Brothers, and Trona Valley Federal Credit Union. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Our executive producer is Val Cook. We thank our office manager, Kayleen Anderson, and our sales manager, Julie Burley, along with Rich's Ryan Steinekert and the Valley's Jake Hibbard, and production assistants Preston Bush and AJ Lamb. Biggest thanks to our sponsors and to you for tuning in. We invite you to visit mylocalradio.com for archived games and past interviews with Red Devil players and coaches. Like My Local Radio on Facebook to stay up to date with the games. Thank you for joining us on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil Sports on KNYN 99.1 and mylocalradio.com. Until next time, go Devils!